Amish people make tons of money off of puppy mills and other animals. Let's talk about it. So I had a message here a little bit ago from a individual that had just spoken with one of his Amish friends, neighbors, and he asked the Amish man about the puppy mill, and the Amish man admitted that that is his children's job to take care and maintain the puppy business. Breeding purposes, breeding and caging them, feeding them, and then selling them. And he said he gives all of the money to his children, and his children make roughly between $30,000 and $40,000 per kid per year. Let that soak in. Now, you may find that hard to believe, but I want to share something with you. When I was still Amish at age 9 and 10, my father allowed me and my twin brother, Levi, and made it possible with building a barn that we had, about a 20 by 20, to where we could have a rabbit business. Now, that didn't make as much money and bring in as much money as what a puppy mill would, but the rabbit business really did take off for us. Why? Because we put our Amish farm was on a major highway, US Route 31 between Kenton, Ohio and Mount Victory, Ohio. So we put a sign out front, and Dad made it for us, put some letters on it and everything. And it said on it, "Bunnies for sale, dressed or alive." Now, if you guys are vegans and you're against animal meat, we'll pause for a minute and I'll let you get off of here. Guys, we lived off the land. We slaughtered animals. And I'm going to tell you right now, before I tell you this story, bunny meat was delicious, okay? Rabbit meat was awesome. Squirrel meat was awesome. It was awesome. It was delicious. Better than chicken. So if you're a bunny lover, I'm not sorry. They're pretty tasty. And so we put a sign out in front of our Amish farm by the highway for the worldly people to see. And we made a lot of money off of them. We put on the sign, "Dressed or alive." And you wouldn't believe, at that time in the mid-90s, we actually sold more rabbit meat where we dressed them than we did selling them alive. Now, around Easter, we had a lot of mommies with little children stop by. "Oh, he's so cute, want to pet it." And that was fine. We would sell them, for pets and such. But we charged more and made more money off of dressing them, slaughtering them, putting them in freezer baggies. And those worldly people, they ate it right up. They bought it right up. They would stop on by our farm, and me and my twin brother Levi, sometimes we were busy all day slaughtering rabbits. And so we got more male rabbits, and we continued to breed them at a faster pace. I remember one week, we had 10 litters of bunnies with more than 10 per litter. Yeah, that's over 100 bunnies. Well, 50 bunnies. But you think about how fast that increases. Just kept going. So we made some pretty good money off of that. And of course, we're not really allowed to have our money until we're 21. So we had to give a lot of that money to Dad. But since we put all that effort in, he always give us a cut. We thought that was a big deal. We loved it. Now, the Amish puppy mills. Now, I am against what would be considered a puppy mill. Because like this guy that reached out a little bit ago, and that's why I'm doing this video. He messaged me and said how he asked the Amish neighbor about the puppy business. Puppy mills, what he called it, because they're caged up in cages. I know since leaving the Amish that, let's just say dogs are man's best friend. and they're considered, how do you want to put it, more human-like than other animals. I mean, I love dogs, don't get me wrong. But dogs are up here at a different standard than a bunny or a cat or other animals. And so I know the outrage in some of the English people, the worldly people that are around the Amish for why they have a puppy mill. You know, they are in it. I remember the mindset, so I can speak for our community. We were in things like that for money, for business, to make money. And we didn't view them as, you know, animals for pets. You know, animal life and human life was just not comparable. And when, I'm not going to go into details, but I'm going to say it this way. When a certain animal no longer made us money, Dad would hand me a rifle and ordered me, if I didn't, I'd get disciplined, to make that animal unalive. There was nothing new to be told to do that. At a young age, I remember I was only 10 years old when we had this little puppy that had a problem. And Dad said, that puppy's not going to produce. That puppy's not going to be of value. And I remember I did not want to do it, but Dad made me, yeah, let's just drop it at that. I don't want to be too graphic. But anyway, I wanted to talk about that because that's a huge money maker for a lot of Amish families. You know, if it's bunnies, if it's goats, sheep farms, whatever animals. You know, those little cute little pygmy goats, a lot of them raise those and sell them. But I'd say probably the dogs, you know, the puppies, that's probably been the biggest money maker in most of the older Amish communities. I disagree as of today with what I know now. I disagree with not getting shots, not going to the veterinary clinic to make sure they're up to date on paperwork and shots and all of that. I believe you should do that to make sure you have a good quality, healthy dog to get top dollar out of them. You know, do it, you know, register them, AKC, CKC, whatever. But we just simply didn't do that on the Amish farm. We just, we had litters. We didn't spend any money at a vet. We just, no paperwork. And yet we expected a couple grand per pup. And so I just wanted to get on here and chat about that because I have a lot of people that reach out on the comments here, and I see a lot of different comments on people that have questions about certain things, and also those that live around the Amish, that see the Amish doing certain things, and they just have questions about why they're doing it. And you might agree and you might disagree, but I can tell you that they will get by with it because, well, they have freedom of religion exemptions, and they will get their way. Is there Amish millionaires? Yes. We had several Amish millionaires in our Amish community that were very filthy rich. They didn't look like it. They didn't look like they were very rich. They looked like they were poor, patched up denim pants. Their buggies looked like they needed work, and they just looked very poor, but yet every time somebody was in need, they would loan so much money. It's like, whoa, I had no idea that you had that much money the way you live. But I know some millionaire Amish. There's some Amish that are very filthy rich. They have no problem. They love money. They make a lot of money off of construction, baked goods, homemade crafts. They're very good at making money. That's one thing the Amish are very well known for, especially Holmes County, Ohio, Lancaster, PA. They know how to make money. And sometimes they use English worldly people to take advantage of them to make money. Good breeders treat their dogs like pets. Yeah, Jay Moore said that on here in the comments just now. I would have to agree with that. I never thought I would say this until I was married. If mama ain't happy, nobody happy. But I have an inside dog. I used to say there's no way I would put an animal inside my house. Well, I love Rottweilers. Rottweilers are my favorite dog breed. And mama got her way. And we got a Rottweiler female in our house right now. And she is, she's like the love of my life. I love that dog. You mess with that dog, you mess with me. And so you can see how the influence of my worldly wife, yeah, she reeled me right in. And I just love my Rotties. And oh, she's such a good guard dog. Anybody even squeaks or knocks on the door, oh, she goes ballistic. She's ready to shred somebody to pieces. Very good guard dog. So I love her. I don't regret having a dog inside the house. But on the Amish farm, if I'd have tried to bring an animal inside that house, I'd have got my behind warmed up with a paddle. Y'all have a blessed day. Love you all. See ya.